It even works on pistols, and on pistols, the difference is massive. Good evening, all of you beautiful YouTube Tarkovians. My name is Onepeg, and this is another Escape from Tarkov video. This time, we're talking about something really wonky going on with reload animations. It seems as though you're able to skip ahead of the animation's finishing to be able to fire straight, at point fire straight downrange before the animation is done, like skipping ahead in some cases a full second, or maybe even a little bit more in the animation durations that are supposed to be there. And I'll show you guys what I mean. Before we get into all of that, though, I got to pay the bills. So if you would, please abide the sponsor, and I'll see you on the other side. Opera GX is a web browser for gamers, and I know what you're thinking, but bear with me. How about a browser that has full interactivity with social media platforms of all kinds, including Twitter, where you can read, post to your heart's desire, and even pull up Discord, just like you had the full featured Discord open on your desktop without actually needing the full featured Discord on your desktop. How about custom animated wallpapers, where you can click on this icon here, go up to Get More Wallpapers, make sure you click on Animated, goes to Tsushima title theme, add, done, and there it is. What's better is all of the Google Chrome extensions that you know and love are also completely compatible with Opera GX. Go up to this icon here, go to Manage Extensions, click on Get More. From here, all you have to do is search for Chrome extensions and add this Install Chrome Extensions add-on. And now, every single add-on that you could get from the Chrome store will work perfectly fine on Opera GX. Now, I know what you're thinking. You have all of these settings and bookmarks and everything else from your old web browser that you really prefer. Well, Opera GX makes that super, super easy. All you do is click on this gear icon and scroll down to where it says Synchronization, import bookmarks and settings. You choose the web browser of your choice and hit import. Done. And last but certainly not least, Opera GX, fully available on all of your favorite mobile devices. And using the flow feature, you can send things like links, notes, and even files between each of the devices without having to use any other third party. It works out incredibly well. I would highly, highly recommend checking out Opera GX for yourself. I absolutely love this browser. I use it every single day. Check out the link in the description below or in the pinned comment and try out Opera GX for yourself. I genuinely believe you will not be disappointed. Thanks so much to the people over at Opera GX for sponsoring this video. I very, very much appreciate it. The user, or a user by the name of Panther 485, P-A-N-T-E-R 485 was the person that put me onto this. There seems to be some really weird reload bug. I'm going to go along with saying that it's a little bit of a bug because, well, I'll just show you what I mean. So I'm standing in factory right now with like some mishmash of stuff, and you'll have to forgive me for not having like amazing gear. I'm only level 17, and I've pretty much only been collecting stuff as I've kind of like killed people on different maps along the way. I have an AK-101 AK series gun. I have a couple of other AK rifles in my stash. Panther has been testing this a bunch with a bunch of other firearms. I have a Scar L and I have an M1A. That I clapped some dude on a nighttime raid in interchange with that had this M1A with a Reaper on it the other day. But anyway, it doesn't matter. This is so normal reload animation looks like this, right? When you reload, it gets back down, you go to 0, and then you bang bang, right? But here's the thing: is when you reload, if you notice, it stops blinking the moment that the mag ends up being fully inserted into the mag well. Okay, so I'm gonna hit R and just watch where it ends up to where it stops blinking, okay? Reload. Now watch. Stop. There. Right? See, it goes solid before the animation actually finishes. And this is important to recognize because if you do this when the mag's all the way in, see what I'm saying? It's skipping the animation. And that's what I'm kind of talking about. And in some cases, skipping the animation actually doesn't hurt the firearm at all. So this being a Scar L, right? When the mag gets all the way in the well, that first shot is high. It's up there. And it's off, but now I'm back centered. Instead of doing this, where the gun's high, it comes down, and now I'm in the center, right? So you're kind of like cutting off that extra half a second or whatever by firing one round vertically or at a 20-degree up angle, as opposed to waiting for the gun to get back down to the center. And that's what's kind of looking weird, because it's like... See, and then I'm back on top of it. As soon as the mag kind of touches the inside of the well, right? And if you time it right, you're basically skipping like a half a second or a full second of the tail end of that animation, and you're back firing again, instead of like what normal firefights would be, where you're kind of like waiting for the mag to get reinserted, and then it's like boom, 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 right? And you're going after people. But watch the M1, okay? So this is center, like point firing. If I reload and I hit the mag well, right? It's right back in the middle again, even though the barrel is pointed up. Barrel's up in the air, but no, it ain't. We're right back on their head, like before the animation is finishing. I'm sure that there are people in the community that already know about this existing, and this has been reported to the devs already. This is kind of like you're jumping ahead of the animation just because the mag is already in the well, and you're kind of cutting off the tail ends of these animations. And then, you know, just for the sake of it here, I'm going to give you the 101. Okay, it's kind of like the same thing, right? Like, here's the center. As soon as the back of the mag hits the well and, like, the lock clicks in, you're off to the races, right? Like, boom, boom, right there. And it works on full auto, too, right? So we can do this and just hold the trigger down. This is what I'm kind of talking about with this. Like, this is beating out the animations. So if you're in a heavy firefight in a CQ environment, even if someone's quick reloading, you can do this with quick reloading too, where you're dropping the mag out of the well on the floor and you're just like stuffing another mag in. You're beating out the animation in advance, and you're basically skipping, like I said, like the last half second of the reload animation. So something doesn't jive. Like this, in this, apparently, from what I can tell, and from what has been getting tested, this is everything. It even works on pistols, and on pistols, the difference is massive. So here we are in factory. I've got just a regular USP 45, and I've got a PM pistol, just as a matter of example. So the moment that this stops blinking, right there. So like the mag is like halfway in the USP. You're not ADSing like right away, but if you're talking about point firing in a CQ environment, something like this could end up being the difference as to whether or not you end up winning. And here is the PM pistol. So we'll see roughly where it is in the animation. Yeah, so the mag isn't even all the way in the well. It's about halfway in the well. If you time this right, it's firing straight. Like, as the mag is entering the mag well, even though the pistol is being aimed up in an upward angle, it's still firing straight if you can time this animation perfect. If you're late on the animation, it's off-center. But if you're perfectly timed on the animation, something in there isn't resetting, like, where the barrel's actually being pointed. So the moment that the mag is entering the gun, it's, like, not registering where the barrel's at. And it's still firing dead center. So, like I said, I don't know if this is intentional. I would assume that it's not intentional. And mag half being in the gun probably shouldn't be able to fire like that and have the mag get finished in. I mean, yeah, there's one in the chamber in this case, and it doesn't have to get re-racked or anything. So you can obviously fire the one in the chamber, but firing the one in the chamber straight when the barrel is obviously not pointed doesn't seem like it makes a whole lot of sense. And now you guys know, until BSG is able to fix the animation issues. Okay? Okay, guys, thanks for coming and checking this one out. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.